So I think with that said, and like going through Valentine's Day and all of that, I realized something that was really funny, which is like love languages. And my note was interesting too because it included Dan and I went on a date on Friday night. So we had done our Valentine. And yesterday was like, we have not seen our people and our small children who have all their little people in their group hadn't seen each other. And it was like all of us were like, what are you guys doing? What are you doing? Like we needed to see each other. So it was like that was, love language for everybody. So, but I
Quality
was thinking
time.
about it, quality time, right? Like
Yeah.
for me, it definitely is quality time. It's not personal touch at all. We know this about me. So it was just interesting. Like, do we all have the same, love languages? If you're raised in the same family or like as family, do you have the same love languages or can you be raised in the same family and have completely different love languages?
Oh, it's for sure completely different because my love
Right.
language showed up in the sing class this morning, last night even. Miles made his girlfriend dinner, but he's learned from the 3 of you and plus that you don't go and do the dishes while you're with people, which is
Right.
the opposite of Amber, who stops the party and starts cleaning. But everything is perfectly neatly ready to go into the dishwasher for today in the sink. So even though the
So
sink
he's
is
doing
full
a
of
good job.
yes,
Acts of service. That's your
house
love language.
all day
Exactly.
long,
Acts of
Mandy.
service.
Acts
Don't
of
touch
service.
Amber. Don't touch Jesse.
Don't
You and
touch
Heather.
Don't
us
touch
No.
them.
You and Heather are acts of service.
all day long. And that's why Heather and I, that's how we bonded as friends at
Mhm.
Jesse's wedding. We're like, we will be the best servers ever.
Jesse's
will
wedding
make
would
it into
not
this
have
family.
gone off without you and Heather and Aunt Colette and
For
Bob,
sure.
who is also acts of service.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
that's true.
totally is.
The thing about love languages that I always find interesting is that you have a love language that you receive love. You also have a love language that you give love. And those can sometimes be
Yep.
different. Most of the time
Totally
they're the same,
different.
but they can sometimes be different. But my love language, giving and taking, is words of affirmation.
Oh, yeah.
I say all the time, if I could get paid in my job by people telling me how good of a job I'm doing, I would not need a paycheck. And Heather's like, dial that one down.
That is a fact. Yeah.
You're like, I
That is
can
a
live
fact.
on affirmation.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
interesting because I definitely think I would assume, which I haven't done any research. We aren't like a research backed pod. This is really just females having a conversation. But
On a Sunday morning.
I am curious because I think my giving would be gifts, whatever that is, and
Gifts of
definitely
love.
yeah, and acts of service like somehow intertwined. But my receiving is words of affirmation for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's
Hmm.
interesting.
Mhm.
Mine
What's
are
yours?
both. Quality time. Whether you want it or not, I want you to spend time with me. That's me giving you a gift. You get to spend time with me.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
quality
I know
time
that.
is
It's a very
fairly
Becky
It's-
thing to say.
It's very simple. I'm going to give you my time as a gift. And in return, you're going to give me your time, which fills my cup. So I'm just
Which is
filled all the way
funny.
around.
Because
Yeah.
when I thought I couldn't do something with you next weekend, I have now was so excited to text you and be like, I can do it because I don't
I
have
know.
state.
Quality time. See, aren't you so happy that you get to spend time with me now?
Oh my
Look at
God,
me
my
giving
cat is
love.
yelling. You guys
Oh
hear
my God. Is your cat dying?
No, he's mad. He
good
wants
cat.
Miles to get up. He's trying to get in Miles's
Get
room.
him out of the studio.
That's
that
a cat?
freaking cat.
That is a
Yeah,
cat.
it's a
This cat,
It's not
Amber
a cat.
doesn't have young children.
this cat,
She doesn't-
I
she
thought
can't-
it was Jess's children.
Yeah,
No.
no.
And I tell
Jesse's
you
children are actually behaving.
they're on their
Amber's children, i.e. cats,
Mandy,
are not behaving.
my cat can open doors. We had to change the doorknob to the
This is why
outside
I
of our
hate
house
cats.
because he can open it.
and if you listen closely, the cat actually sounds like it's saying hello. It goes, hello, hello,
I love when Jess does the cat.
hello. And it's like, did that just and you get to like taken aback. You're like, did that cat just say hello to me?
I tell you,
Do I say hello
I
back?
have very witchy cats.
This is definitely a section that will get cut out of the pod.
Problem.
For sure. So, okay, back to what we were saying. So,
Wait.
The other part of love
Start over.
languages is what are your how do your spouses or your significant others speak? What is their love language? Because like
Not the same.
Heather does not do words of affirmation. That is not her love language. She doesn't even
She's like,
understand it.
"Mm-mm."
She's like, what are you saying?
Well,
Why are you
I don't
saying these
even,
things to
yeah,
me?
that doesn't even mean
Because
anything.
she's acts of service, so she doesn't believe that words have value. The acts have
Yeah.
value. And so I could tell her how much I love her and how amazing she is all the time, but it means nothing to her. But if I got up, like I got up this morning and I did the dishes and I cleaned up the kitchen and I cleared off
Same.
the countertops, and she's going to come out and be like, oh,
Dang,
wow,
you love me.
you love me.
Jared brought me a water and a coffee. It might be in the wrong cup, which I did inform him, but he did a good
Of
job.
course you did.
Of course you did.
Not quite good enough, but you're almost there.
You're
You're
almost
almost there.
there.
You're 90% perfect, but I'm going to point out the 10% that you're not.
Yeah, we just need 20
But
more
it's
years and we
always a
got
good
this.
question, right? Like she knows that my love language is words of affirmation. So but that's not hers. So like there's a little give and take there. Like she has to find ways to give me those words of affirmation. And I also have to learn to take her acts as love. And that
Right.
was
Yes,
something that was
100%.
very challenging for us in the beginning, because I just wanted her to tell me how much she loved me. And she was like, I'm doing all of these things. How do you not know? And so it's work
I
to
don't
like
know
figure
because you
that
didn't tell
out. And
me.
then you didn't say it.
What you
While
all
you're folding the laundry, I need you to say, I'm folding the laundry because I love you.
I don't need people to do the words. I don't want you to like fold the laundry, like, and then say you love me. I just want you to say, "Hey, I love you." I think
all
you're pretty.
three of you need words of
Yeah.
That's
affirmation,
it.
by the way.
I
That's
think
it.
you're pretty.
Yeah,
I think you're pretty.
that goes really far.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Pink is your color. I like your background a lot.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
thank you,
Oh,
Amber. That
thank you,
means so
Amber.
much to me.
Fill my
Becky, you
cup.
really helped me think through a hard work situation. I need you to read my review. Becky's like, done.
Oh my God, are you serious? Let me lean into that. Somebody needs me. Wait.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
Becky,
love
That
to
can
be
is
you make
not
me
needed.
bread
technically a
every
love
week? I'll
language
buy
to
you
be
something.
I
needed,
know.
but
That's a
That has
but
to
I
be
have
one,
that
right?
too.
That has
no,
to
it's
be
not.
one.
It's not an
I think
actual love language.
then what is
It's
that?
honestly, it's a trauma response
What is
What?
being needed?
to be needed. It really is
Oh my
because
God.
To thrive
if
in being needed.
You
right,
guys,
because
have you watched All Her Fault yet?
Yeah.
no.
No.
It is good. I like it a lot, but it's the guy on there has the need to be needed to like an extreme, like almost Munchausen like. It's
Yeah.
definitely a trauma response.
That's what I mean. Like, I think that it's good to be, everybody needs to be needed, but I think that there is, it feels good to be needed, right? Obviously, it fills the ego, but there is a fine line on healthy and unhealthy desire to be needed. So
Yeah.
you have to find the right balance, like,
Well,
I don't think I'm like in the like negative side of that. Like I do like to be needed, but at the same time, I'm totally fine not being needed. I'll just
I
run
think
on my own lane.
you're less to be needed, honestly, Becky, and more that you like to do things for people because you like to be told you did a great job at it.
which is
That's
affirmation,
probably true.
Which is
Yeah,
words of
100%.
affirmation.
Right. I think
Mhm.
it's you're looking for the words of affirmation in what you do.
Yeah.
My love
For the
languages have always been words of affirmation and quality time.
Yeah,
And they're
I
like
think
neck and neck. I can't decide which one's higher than
that
the other.
that would be mine too, and it all depends on like what time of the month it is, what time of the year it is, what we have going on. Because no, I don't even want to have quality time with myself sometimes. So that was the other thing that I was thinking about is you have a love language with your spouse, you have a love language with your family, you have a love language, but
Yep.
what is our love languages with ourselves? Because Mandy, if yours is word of affirmation, are you
Oh,
walking around or talking about, like, are you saying that to yourself?
nope.
Like, wow, you did a really good job today. And if you're
Yeah,
not,
no.
maybe you should start saying that or
No,
write
quite
it
the
down.
opposite. Heather says all the time that I am my worst critic.
Yeah.
Right.
She
So
says things like, don't
Kindly.
talk about my wife like that.
Yeah,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
No, I'm good at
So
it.
That's interesting.
like for
I don't know
me,
that I've
I
ever even
would
thought about
say
that.
like the love language to yourself conversation. Mine is quality time with myself of
Yeah,
like,
that.
Yep.
right? Like I would like an hour to myself. And this was before kids even too. And like yesterday was such a great day because I decided to do nothing after I got my chores done and lay by the pool because it is beautiful right now.
It is
And it's
gorgeous
like
out.
having that moment by myself was like gold. Gold.
You're very good at that, Jess. You've always been very good at going like, you know what? No, I'm going to go do this. I'm doing this. Leave me
Right.
alone.
But it's
You're
not
very good at
easy.
that.
It's not
No,
easy.
especially not with having 2 young kids. But I think even
Yeah.
still having 2 young children, you do a very good job of doing that.
I did
Um,
I did acts of service for myself yesterday for like the first time in a long time. And it was really hard because you know how
What'd
much
you
I don't
do?
like. I went and got that
Oh, the
lymphatic
facial.
massage and the facial, which by the way was the best situation I've ever been in. It felt so
yeah.
good and I felt so healthy afterwards. I was talking to Jesse outside before I went in. And then I was like, I told Jared, I know what you got me for Valentine's Day. I got myself this.
Right.
What about all the other like Botox appointments? Is that also like self-care? Is that
No,
also
that's
like spending
maintenance.
quality time with yourself? Does that
No, that's
count?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I think so.
So
I think that's
so it's not
quality time.
actually a new thing. It's like it's yeah, exactly. I'm on to you.
I think it can be. So what do you think yours is, Amber? Because acts of service was hard for you, you said. So obviously that's not something that
Oh,
comes.
I can talk to myself all day long about positive talking because I'm really into that. But I have to almost positive talk to myself because I don't words are harder for me. I need acts. And so for myself, like telling myself I can go get a massage or I can like spending money on Botox, I just look at that as an investment. That's like a long-term thing.
Yeah,
That's not the
same.
same. Just so we're
An
clear.
investment.
Like
But
real
like
estate.
stuff that's enjoyable for just me
It's like
and
real
me only
estate.
is hard.
I think
I'm
for
working on
you, because you're acts of service, for you to do that to yourself, you have to see that you are performing, whatever it may be, whether it's you're being the best wife, you're being the best employee, the best
yep.
manager,
Yeah.
the best leader, the best friend, the best mom. Like those are you doing your own acts of service, is when you are seeing yourself being the best at what you can be.
Yeah.
And what do you
That's
think yours is, Becky? Because yours is not quality time with yourself.
um
No.
I don't,
I would
you know,
say,
I don't know. I spend a lot of quality time with myself on the tennis court. That's like my,
but
you know, I,
Is
that's
that your plan?
oh,
performance.
is it performance? I don't know. Cause I give myself a pass a lot. I'm like, no, that's good enough. I'm good with that. So quality time and words of affirmation. I do talk to myself very, very well. I'm very kind to myself. I'll be like, no, you're stressed out. You don't need to do this right now. Put it down. Or you are great at this. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not. I don't have that negative self talk. So I think
Oof, I do.
that, yeah, I don't have it.
Oof,
I don't
same.
have it anymore. I used to.
I just say I feel like you've done a lot of
Yeah.
work to get there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I
like,
would say I go back and forth, and maybe that is just like being a woman and hormones and whatever. But sometimes I'm like, I've got this, whatever, and then other times I'm like, I don't have anything under control. And then it's the opposite of so okay, so love language, but it's also self-love language, right? So
Yeah.
like,
The
mhm.
self-love
what
language
is
is a lot harder.
our self-love language? Because I can do all the things for everybody else, but then having that moment. So for me, it's I aim to have quality time with myself, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't love being by myself. That's like
Yeah.
sounds torturous to me. I literally like it's like silence is deafening to me. It's like, oh, why it's so quiet in here. So I think my like love language to myself would be quality time with other people.
Mhm.
Like if
Okay.
I want to go do things with other people,
Yeah.
whether it's the kids or Heather or my friends or like
Yeah.
summertime's awful because I'm off. I'm not with my people. I'm not at school. I'm not
And you
with the
don't have the
kids, right?
energy.
And so like quality time with other people is something that I do for myself. Like I want to go
Yeah.
do things with other people. And it's hard when you're married to an introvert because she'll go and she's the life of the party. But then when we get back, she's like, I got
Right.
nothing left. Right. So that's hard. That, and I think gifts. Nothing brings me more joy than to get something in the mail or get like a gift or like an Amazon package or like, and even going to the Target and like buying something silly in the like $5 section. I'm like, "Ooh, that's fun." So
Yeah.
those would probably be my love languages to myself.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That completely tracks.
Also, does it count, like, when I order something from Amazon, it doesn't matter if it's, like, a thing that like, a need-based thing, but when I open it, I feel like it's a gift. Like, I'm like, "Oh,
Yes.
that came?
Like,
I
what
ordered
Literally,
order
it."
my
there?
my microphone for this came yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, you ordered that, sweet!" And I got
Perfect
like all
timing.
excited. And then I like open it and I get all the things out and I'm taking it all out of the packages, and Heather's like, "It's just a microphone." I'm
Yeah,
like,
I'm
no, that
definitely
"That's
doesn't do
really
different
cool."
anything
service.
for me.
So there was this pile of trash, which Jesse saw and Becky saw on Gasparilla, right? Remember that the homeless person on Marlin? So I ordered all this stuff so that I would get the kids to go clean it up with me yesterday. Well, Miles and Mamie had a half day of school, so Miles went and did it without being told, cleaned the whole thing up, came in the house just gross. I was like, "What have you been doing?" He's like, "I cleaned up all that trash." And he found all this crazy stuff. But I have been on a serious personal high for 3 days because he cleaned up that trash.
Because he did it
Oh,
without asking. Not because he
Yes.
did the trash, because he also did it without asking
Yeah,
and without complaining about it and just went and did it.
and didn't
both
wait
Mhm.
for me to
are
get the
Yep.
stuff
And that is the epitome of your love language right there, is acts
right
of
Yeah.
there.
service, but without having to be reminded or like coaxed in
Prodded,
any way.
told.
Just like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do it quietly, and I don't want anybody to know that I'm doing it, but watch me serve all my people. And for
Yeah.
that to be also your son, so like you're like, yes, I've done well.
I literally for 3 days was like, "I am a master of the universe."
yeah,
So you have
so
no
that's
trouble with self-talk. We got
Nope.
that.
no,
No.
not at
Thank
all.
God it is.
So there's love language, right? But then there's self-love, and then I think as moms, there is understanding the love language of our kids too. Um, so we have self-love language, we have our own love language for really just like your partner, your spouse, whoever. And then there's also this thought that I had of understanding your kids' love language, because there's nothing worse than when me as a mom, I'm thinking that I'm doing the best thing ever for my kid and it's like not received as love.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh my God," like it breaks me. And so with mine being young, that's like 5 and 8, I have to understand as they grow what is their love language, because it's challenging as a mom to give the love that you think that they need or they want or whatever. And most of our kids, even though they're kind of semi-grown, not definitely not fully grown, don't you think that they don't really know their love language? Like, I think I just now figured out what love
Yeah,
languages really meant to me.
Well, that's
100%.
what I was gonna say. They don't even know it, and
Mm-mm.
so you could think that you know what their love language is, and then something like that happens. You do something or give them something, and they like the reaction falls flat, and you're like, "Oh wow!" So like they
Yep.
don't even know what they want or what they need or what their love language is. So it makes it even harder to try and like meet them at that love language or give them love in that way.
I've
Well,
noticed
especially
for
Yeah.
the
sure.
parents of older kids too, because like let's say that
Yes.
their love language is going to be quality time, right? We would never know if that is going to be theirs, because they're literally like their whole entire like hormones and stage of life is
Is to push
learning
out.
how to be away from us. They're learning how to be
Yeah.
independent. That's just their, like the human body is just like programmed to be comfortable being away. They might want quality time, but it's not going to be from us. And that's a really
Uh,
hard thing to, yeah, it's a really hard thing
Well,
to come to terms with.
or they
Yep.
do want it from us, but they want it in a very specific kind of way. Like
And they
we're
want it
going through that
quickly.
right now with Joey and Maggie, who are like trying to be grown. And so, like, they want us, they don't want us, they want to be invited, they don't want to be invited. And so it's
Yeah.
like trying to figure out when do they want us to be like, I think both of them, their part of their love language is quality time. Maggie in particular, like Maggie really wants to,
Yeah, for
when she's
sure.
around, she wants to be around and next to us and she never stops talking, and I love her, but sometimes that's a lot, but that is definitely like that's what she wants. She wants to be around us. But then there are times that like we'll go do something and she'll not want to come. And I'm like, well, why not? And then she'll be mad that we went. And I'm like, I can't, I don't know how to help you here.
Mamie's is
So
definitely, she's in the same boat. Like, I have found hot yoga is our love language because
Good.
So
if I
yeah,
take
so
her to
better
yoga,
healthy.
right, she's there. But if I try anything else, no way, man.
Yeah.
that's
So,
fine. Then you have to
yeah.
you have to ride that until it doesn't work anymore. You
That's
have to
exactly
take the
what I'm
moments
doing.
while you can because they are few and far between.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Joey and Maggie will just come over and they both want to talk. They just want to talk, but they don't want me to interject. So like I'm not
No,
allowed to like ask questions or like give advice. They just
absolutely
want
not.
me to be in the room while they spew things at me. And as the parent, when you hear things that are like, this feels like a learning opportunity, and
Nope.
they don't want
hard.
it. I mean, Joey
No.
has me at like 3 questions, that's it, and he's out of the room. If I ask a single other question, he's gone.
Yeah.
No,
Literally
you
gone.
can't
He
ask
will literally
questions.
get up and walk out of the room. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. I won't ask
This is
any
all you
more
can do.
questions.
Huh. Hmm.
That's interesting.
Wow.
And Mimi was
Interesting.
telling me about
Yeah.
who
Wow.
Do
got
you
into
know
Tell me
how
more
hard
about
that is
that.
for me?
Yeah.
That's
Oh yeah.
really
It's
hard.
so
brutal.
hard.
It's brutal.
Especially because your love language goes back to that is words of
Yes.
affirmation. So you are
You're trying to give
not
it.
even realizing it, but you are saying the things that you think you would want to hear or whatever
Yes.
else, and it's not landing because
And I
that's
want to be needed. So
right.
I'm trying to like be needed. Here, let
You
me
want
help
them
you
to
in
want
this. I want to
quality
help
time with
them.
you. Yeah.
I just
Right.
want to help them. I want to make things better for everybody. And I
They
just
don't
want
want
to
you.
help them. And they're like, I don't want help. I just want you to sit there and listen to me rant. So I
Yep.
started
That's
this new thing. When they start talking, I'll say to them, what do you need from me in this conversation? Are you looking for advice? Or are you looking for me to help you in some way? Or do you just want to rant? And they will say, I just want to rant. And then I'm like, okay. But even
yeah.
that is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it's
think about
helping
that in terms
to
of
go into
also
that.
other relationships too. I think so many
Mhm.
times we offer unwanted advice when really
Yes.
all they really want is to just be heard.
Mhm.
We're always trying to interject and critique and change. And well, what if you did this? And how about this? Sometimes just go, wow, tell me more about that. And then
Yeah.
what happened? Oh, wow. And then what did they say? Wow. So what are you going to do? And then just
Yeah.
shut your mouth. Like
You
it's
know what's
so
Right.
hard.
if
Yeah.
if you ever did that to me, Becky, I would be so mad
You'd be
because
For
like, what is
sure.
wrong with you?
Yes.
Why
What
are you
is
doing
wrong
that?
with you?
what are
Yes.
I
you
would be
Stop
doing?
like,
talking to me like that.
I would be like,
I'm not in
you
therapy
need
right
some
now.
self-help
That's
class? This is
thing is like understanding the people that you can have those conversations with. And like for
Yeah.
me, all of my conversations would not feel authentic if they stopped me in my tracks. In fact, it happened to me recently and I was like, what is happening? It's similar. And then I realized that the person was probably just trying to like not say too much or do too much or whatever else. And I was like, then I ended up getting frustrated with the conversation and ending it because I'm like, no, that's not the
Yep.
one that,
This doesn't
not
feel
the
real.
one for me.
This is not a real conversation. Anthony will do it to me
Mm.
sometimes and I'll be like, stop. Just spit it out. What are you holding back? Like
Yeah.
he'll just be like, I'm like, stop
oh,
making that noise. I hate that.
oh, I
Just tell
called you
me.
guys because I want feedback. Like
Yes.
I know
Yeah.
I'm going to get it whether I want it or not. That's why the phone call starts.
That's what I mean. And then you realize in life that like not everybody is going to provide you with what you need in a conversation. So to the point of what you guys are saying with the kids, like it's working right now because that's where they're at in their life. But then they're going to come into their own where then it is like, no, I'm actually looking for what do you think? Or
They
they'll
will come to
shift.
us and tell us that because we're
Yeah.
building a strong foundation with them by us not critiquing them and micromanaging them and letting them make mistakes and make their own path and having those open conversations where they can just come and be free to and talk. We're building a foundation for later in life where they can come back and be like, so mom, I need some advice.
Right.
And that's when we can come in. It'll be like the spotlight's on. We'll be like, yes, okay, now's my
This
chance.
So last weekend, I called my mom, and Jared was like, "You start conversations very odd with your mother." I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes like,
Yeah,
you
you do.
jump in to the conversation like she's been in the room with you every minute of every day for the last 48 years. Like,
Let's
I
be
just start
fair, you do that
talking.
with everyone.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
Yeah.
And your text messages are exactly the same way.
Yeah, they are
So
for sure.
I'm
Make
like,
any sense.
what? What is she saying?
This
I
is
can't
becoming
believe
a
then
running
Right.
the other
theme. We
day,
talked about
Jesse
Amber's
was like,
text messages
"I
last
don't."
time.
Yeah, Jesse was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." I go, "You were telling me that so and so said this, and so
30
that's
seconds
why I'm giving you."
ago.
Yeah. Oh no, this I know what you're saying. This had to do with work. And she texted me something that she was clearly on whatever call. Yeah, I was
And
in
it
an
was like
interview.
snippet of information, snippet of information, snippet of information, and nothing made sense. And I
And I
literally
just shot it to Jesse because it
question
was good
mark.
information.
I
She's like,
question marked the whole text because I was like, that doesn't make any sense. And then when she was like, remember you were telling me, I'm like, yeah, you could have led with that.
like some context. I don't contextualize anything.
She doesn't have
Well,
time
and
for
then
that in her
Amber does
brain.
this thing where she's like, "No, you remember," and she tries to will you to remember,
Yeah.
and like
She's like dangling the
stares
thing
you
in
in
front of
the
you.
eye.
You remember.
You remember,
You
and
remember
I'm like,
this.
"No, I don't, Amber. I don't remember."
I was,
Like you
and you
do.
maybe weren't even there. It's like how
Right,
what her brain
In my
interpreted you were
brain, you
there.
were
right.
there. It felt like you should
When
be.
I finally figure out what she's talking about, I'm like, "Yeah, I wasn't there for that, but I remember this story."
Yeah. Like, oh, I could have sworn you were there. No, I think you were there. And she'll go
Yeah.
back to it. Like it's like
Oh my
Yes,
God, yes.
won't
yes.
let it go. Will not
But
let it go.
this is just such a good point to bring up about like the people that you keep in your life, right?
Yeah.
You
Like your
need a
community.
community that you can go to that calls you out on your bullshit. We tell you when you're lying, Amber. And and we can say, stop talking to me like that. Give it to me straight, or why are you acting like that? Or, you can just call and talk in the middle of a conversation and we just be like, all right, tell me more about that.
Because I don't know what you're talking about.
Or we'll say, what the fuck? Stop. You're talking nonsense. Are you on crack? Are
Question
you
mark.
drunk right now? What's happening?
That's the bad part. Most of the time, I'm not. I'm dead sober.
I know. It's 2 PM on a weekday. And I'm like, I know she's not drunk. There's no way.
How is that received like in your family? Like when you text your kids like that? Because I know it's just to everybody. Like,
Right.
do they ever say like
I
what?
sent Miles one the other day and I looked at it. I was like, that was really off. And I said, I'm glad you speak mom. He's like, yep, speak it every day. That's how you talk.
I mean, they've been decoding her since they were
Yeah,
toddlers.
Toddlers.
So like they're probably better at it than we are.
true.
Oh, well, you guys were kind of all
100%.
there at that same time. So you're all at the same level.
I think sometimes that your kids do that. Like sometimes I'm talking to Miles and he'll do that "don't you remember" thing with me and I'm like, "What? This is generational?" No.
Yeah, it is.
Passed
It
down.
absolutely is.
Miles pretty much assumed you guys were there for everything that happened in his life, though. So,
I mean,
Yeah.
we were.
I mean, you were. So,
I was going to
like,
say
if
we
it was
were.
fun, if there's any fun memory, you guys were there.
Yeah.
What do your kids think about us doing a podcast?
Oh my God. I can't wait to hear what yours think. Mine are like, makes total sense who you're doing it with
Yeah,
and what
they're
you're
like, that's a perfect plan
tracks.
for you, Mom.
Yeah. They're
Mine
like,
don't know.
oh, you
They
haven't told him
don't?
yet?
No. That would
Well,
be
they're in
assuming that I
college.
like see them and talk to them,
Exactly.
right? Like
No.
right
Yeah.
now the
Remember,
only
they
thing
don't.
we're talking about with Joey is his stupid car situation and Maggie is in college, so we don't see her very often. And
Right.
when we do, she never stops talking about her.
Her stuff.
Exactly.
Me.
Isn't
Yeah.
it
Remember what
weird?
we just talked about? They don't give you
Right.
time to talk. Only them.
No.
That's
No.
right. That's right.
What
My
about your
kids think it's
side?
cool. They're like, oh, it's cool, Mom. They're like,
Yeah.
they think I'm rad. They're like,
Bad.
wow,
Rad.
have fun on your
Blast from the
podcast, Mom.
past.
That's cool. What are you talking about? Is it just like
Oh.
same stuff you guys always just talk about? I'm like, yeah, pretty much.
Kind of. Pretty much.
Yeah. They're like, okay, cool. Well, have fun. Have fun recording that, Mom. They're so like dudes, though. They're like, bruh. They're like, cool, bruh.
Ugh.
That's aura. That's such aura, mom.
Oh God, that's the new one.
If I
What does
had to
that
guess,
mean?
Joey
Here,
would not care at
come here.
all. He would have no engagement at all. He'd be like,
He'd be like,
okay. And
What do you
Maggie
think
would
about
be
mom doing a
annoyed.
podcast?
But she's not on it?
What do you think about us doing this podcast?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that
Like,
is.
We're recording and we're having a conversation, and then it's going to go on like live
On TV?
out to the world. What do you think?
You might see us on YouTube.
what?
Like the beast?
yeah.
That's his love language, YouTube right now.
Then what is it called?
It's
It's
gonna be
called
called
Fully Grown.
That's the channel?
Well, not yet, but it will be.
You have a YouTube channel?
We will.
Yes.
We will.
Then I'm gonna watch it.
Then I'm gonna
Is
watch
that
You
on
are?
YouTube, Kids?
No, it won't be on YouTube Kids.
Aw, can I watch it on YouTube? Can I watch it on normal YouTube?
Maybe once we get it up and going.
Maybe
He
one day
loves
we
his
can be
mom
friends
so
with
much,
Mr.
he just wants
Beast.
to watch.
Just
Yeah.
trying to find that
Mr. Beast was on
complete-
the airplane. I watched it
buddy.
for the first time because I was like, this is Maverick's favorite show.
Who, Mr. Beast?
We ordered Mr. Beast cheeseburgers at school one day, and all
What?
of the students literally lost their minds.
There
'Cause
are
it
I
came
don't
in,
even
it's
know
got,
what a
like, all
Mr.
of his
Beast
logo.
cheeseburger is.
That's how he started. He
Like
used to put up
what?
ghost kitchens, and he had a whole menu that he would cook in ghost kitchens, and you could order it only on delivery services.
What?
And
What?
yes, that's how he started.
How do we not know this, Amber?
And now he's like huge, and nobody even knows that that's where he started. But like all the kids, several years ago when I was teaching 2nd and 3rd grade, all the kids knew him because of his ghost kitchens, and they all wanted to order Mr. Beast cheeseburgers. And so my teacher friends and I ordered it because we ate lunch with the kids. We ordered it, and it came. It's got all of his logos and stuff on the bags. And my one friend brought it in, and all the kids were like, "They have Mr. Beast! They have Mr. Beast!" Oh my! Like literally, the whole entire cafeteria is losing their minds because that's where he started. And now he's
I
just
thought he
bigger
just
than that.
does
He doesn't
video
do it
games.
anymore.
But he does do video games, no?
I mean, I only ever knew him as Mr.
I don't think
Beast
he's a-
cheeseburgers out of ghost kitchens.
No, he's more of a lifestyle. He's not actually
Yeah.
a gamer.
Okay.
per se.
No,
okay.
I didn't think
I must
so.
have a different person. Maybe
Yeah.
that's like
a lot of
unspeakable or
them.
something. I don't know. My kids are
Yesterday-
out of that phase now, so I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not in the know of all the YouTubers
Yep.
now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's a no for sure. It's a no for me right now completely because YouTube is like it's being banned in our household every other week. So
Oh, so the currency at your house is YouTube.
Sounds right.
they just go back and forth between like being okay on it and then their minds get like
Being
melted.
obsessive. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
yesterday, God, yesterday was really a Gemini day for me. With me.
Sounded like it. Share, Jesse. Share your Gemini day because I had
Talking
one.
about love languages, my 5-year-old daughter is the most challenging with how she gives love and also how she receives love. And I'm trying to use this as time for like teaching her what's good, what's bad, what's right. And yesterday it was like full blown meltdown and she started this YMCA cheerleading and she did not get out of the bad mood the entire time she was at cheer. So
Oh
she
my
sat on the
gosh.
sideline like this.
No, she did not.
Oh, she did.
Did you tell her that is not what cheerleaders do?
Nope. I just let them. I literally sat there. The
Let
other
them?
mom that her daughter loves it and is into it and whatever. And she looked over at me and goes, "Do you think like talking to her?" I'm like, "Nope.
Nope.
I'm not going over there.
You don't know my daughter.
I am not going over there because if you give her anything else with this attitude, it's going to get worse." And it did.
Yeah, it's interpreted as winning if you come to her and try to like talk to her, you know? She's like,
Yep.
It's winning. I got your attention.
Yeah. But it started, this is why I brought this up. It started with a morning of I wanted to just sleep in a little bit longer. So I let her get on YouTube. And I swear it was like a personality change. Like, and it was first thing in the morning. And I'm like, what in the world? So I do think, there's moments where we have to, first of all, it's survival mode. I'm definitely in survival mode as a parent right now.
1000% in survival mode.
But sometimes the easy button is actually ends up being the harder button in the long run.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
Always.
okay,
Always.
I might be tired right now if I get up, but if I give them their iPad and go away for a little bit, it's even worse because but that's the thing. Are they seeking quality time and I'm not giving it and then they're, is that it? Who knows?
No. I think even trying to evaluate quality time with the kids right now, they're too young. You
Yeah.
just have to be the steady and be the consistent, and their emotions are gonna go up and go down, and that's the hard part as a parent.
Speaking
Yeah.
of being the steady, it's interesting because even as teenagers, they want the discipline. So like when I put the hard line
1000%.
down, the behavior the
Yep.
day after is stellar. In the moment, it sucks. It's
Yep.
like,
Yeah.
no, you're not staying at anyone's house. You're coming home
Yeah.
tonight. Here's your
They
I
curfew.
need
just
it.
did that, Amber. I
Kids
just did that.
kids
And then the next
thrive
day,
in
I got the sunshine Gemini, and not the
Good for you.
vampire devil one.
good for you. I'm happy for
Jesse's
you.
good for you.
Have we
Journey
thought
for
about the
you.
fact that we have 3 daughters that are Geminis, all with M names?
Wild.
Like, it's definitely a family thing. That's why I was drawn to your family.
Yeah.
I needed help.
I'm just
That
really
was
glad I
actually
don't have a daughter. I would die. Thank you,
or a
Lord.
Gemini.
Did you know what I did to Mamie? She had been real pistol-y, and I went in her room, and I got the, sage out, and I was stood over her, and I said, "I wish upon you a daughter just like you. I love you so much. I wish this for you." She's like, "No, I only want boys. I do not want a daughter."
God is going to give her the devilest daughter that ever was.
Oh, yeah, she's gonna get me as a daughter. It's gonna be awesome.
No,
that
I
I'm
would
think
pretty
be
there's
convinced
worse.
that neither of my children are going to have kids. They
I said
neither
to
one
Jared
have
last night on
even
our
a
walk,
spark
Mandy,
It's
of
too
a.
early.
oh my God, okay, so
Too early.
speaking of that, Jared and I were on our walk after we saw Jenny, and he goes, we were talking about how much we love Macy and Maverick and getting to be an aunt and uncle to them and like how fun it is and because we get to be there and then walk away. And but then he's like, "Do you think we want to be grandparents?" And I said, selfishly, I would like to have grandchildren for like the fact that it'll be that feeling and situation. But I said, honestly, I hope they don't have kids. Like I don't think
Yeah.
I think they knew what
Uh-uh.
it really takes to raise a kid and what you get out of it. They might not. I don't know if it's the right choice.
Well, it's far too early to even make a even prediction at this point. Their minds are going to change 100 times. I mean, how long did I go with not wanting to have kids? I was
Right.
like
Yeah.
You're
32 and
35.
still did not
32.
want kids. And so like it's far too early, but I'm going to second that. I don't have a single ounce of desire to have a grandchild. No.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't
No,
say
No.
I
that.
do.
Feel like you're gonna curse
I
it if you say it out
I
am
know.
loud.
mom.
Mandy, you can borrow all mine because I'm probably
Happily
going to
with
have
joy.
fucking 4 of them.
I do fear that I will not have any. I mean, Joey is definitely not interested. And both of the kids have said, all we did was cost you money and created stress. I don't want that. And I'm like, wow,
How
I'm
did they
going to
learn
take
that?
that as
A
that was
lot of
love
trauma.
language, right? that
That's
you
some
said
built
that.
up trauma.
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad that they know that.
I'm sure
I'm
your
not even
parent
sorry about it.
No.
What was your internal self-talk when they said that to you? It was probably going off
I
the
mean, I
charts.
for sure went into my bedroom and cried a little, but it's fine.
Okay.
Ultimately, I think it's
He died
important that they know
inside just
that
slightly, but
you make a lot of sacrifices as a parent. And I think a lot of times, especially in this generation, because we work so hard at giving them better than what we had, that they get a little entitled. So I think it's important a little sometimes to like bring them down a few notches and let them know that the life that we gave them came with a lot of sacrifices and a lot of stress and work and money and all the things. So I'm
Yeah.
not even sorry about it. We all need therapy. I'm happy to be the topic of their therapy someday. It's fine.
There you go.
sure.
I actually am the opposite of that, Mandy. And maybe it's because of the way that we were raised, like in the birth order, right? So like I feel like I grew up with that. Look at
Yeah,
all the sacrifices I had to make just for you
for
to
you.
be a cheerleader and go to college and do all the things.
Yeah.
And so I never wanted that. I never wanted my boys to feel like that. So
Yeah.
we don't ever talk about money. We don't, whatever they need, it is an automatic yes within reason. Like, mom, can I have money for this? Or mom, can I have money? Because they don't ask for much either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're like, mom, can you send me $20 so I can go to Chick-fil-A with my friends? Yeah, absolutely. I'm never going to be like, do you know how expensive it is for you to go to wrestling and do this and do that? Because that's how I was raised and I have
Yeah.
that trauma. And I went completely the opposite. So my kids are going to have some other trauma, I'm sure,
Yeah.
but they're not going
Yeah,
to
and
have
I
that.
don't think it came from that so much as Maggie's Maggie's always been in the adult conversation. She
Always.
learned very
Always. Yeah.
early if you wanted to stay in that adult conversation, you had to be quiet, and so she learned that very early. So I think more of it came from that, her listening to adult conversations, because I have a little of
100%.
that too. Like, we would never say, like, "Do you know what kind of sacrifices we make for this?"
Yeah.
Occasionally, we'd have a bigger conversation if there was, like, a
A
need for
big,
that, but
yeah.
the day-to-day, it was not like that. I have that more so with, like, their dad. Like, mom
Mhm.
always trash talked our dad, and it
Yeah.
created a lot of struggle with our repairing that relationship, and so that was the
Mhm.
piece that I took that I would never do to Joey and Maggie. So,
Yeah.
like, through our whole divorce, I've never said anything negative about their dad.
Yeah.
And there's a there's an opposite side to that coin, right? Like, now
They lean towards him.
it took yeah, they're like, they don't know what all I went through and what he did to them, because I never shared that with them, and so,
Mhm.
like, he just gets to live up on this pedestal, and I'm like, "Oh, maybe I should have done that differently."
No,
Right? So,
you did
like,
the right thing.
You did the right
we
thing.
try and do better, but sometimes it has, opposite effects. That's why we'll all end up in therapy someday because of our parents, because you can't we're not perfect. It's
Yeah.
an
Again,
imperfect
no one gave us a
science.
manual. My
Nope.
manual, I basically parented, this is like another topic, but it's interesting because it's love language. I parent the way I wished I was parented.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, you do. Yes, you
Yeah.
do. And that you like literally live and die by how good of a parent you can be to them so that you can show the world how a good parent looks
Yep.
because
And
you know what it looked like
my
to
mom
not
was a
be
great
parented
parent.
well.
Like if you were to track all the things that Cindy did, she rocked it. She really did
Yeah,
for what she had in the situations.
for her
But it wasn't
capacity,
what's that?
with her capacity,
With her
absolutely.
capacity, yeah. But I wanted her to push me and be part of my drive.
Mhm.
And so that's where the
Yeah, but
drive
she
is.
doesn't have the drive. So how could she
She
give you
doesn't.
something that she doesn't have?
Oh, Mamie came home, so they have this thing called a declamation, and I read hers. It was really quite funny because it was about being social versus academic, and at first I was like, "Great, what's this gonna be?" But it was well done. I was dying, and her and Miles are like, "God, we can't wait to get done with this declamation," which is a speech they have to do every year at their school. And I was like, "Is it a competition?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's so dumb." Ugh. I was like, "Oh, I would wanna win."
Yeah.
Immediately was like, "Why do you not wanna win?" Like, I would be upstairs memorizing this
No
to win.
questioning.
Yeah, and Mamie's like, "Oh, it sounds terrible." She came home like this, "Mom, I won the declamation." I was like, "Yes." Like, and so, like, I wish my mom had been like, "Don't you wanna win? Don't you wanna" like,
Mm.
had been like that, and then I've got this kid that's like, "No, I do not want to win. I can't believe I won. Now I have to do
Well,
it again."
let me ask you a question. Then how did you get that desire to win if your mom never gave it to you?
That's the question. Maybe I don't know.
I mean, you're
Because you
either
got
like
it.
your parents or the opposite of your parents,
I think
right?
I
Like,
Yep.
went
you
the
either
opposite.
end up being just like them, or you go completely
I
opposite of
went
them.
yeah, I think I went
So maybe she did exactly what you needed.
You
yeah,
needed.
maybe.
Interesting, right?
It is interesting.
And same for me. I ask myself that question all the time. All that we complain about the way we're raised and this and that, but maybe I got exactly what I needed
The
Yeah.
universe
from
was
the
in
way that
charge.
we were raised. Yeah, because I it served me well. My fierceness and independence, and I don't need anybody. I'm just going to go do this. Being forced to be an adult so early in life, you just go. So maybe that's exactly what I needed.
True.
You
Yeah.
know, and the same applies to our kids. They're going to
Uh-huh.
get exactly what they need from us.
I'm excited to
because
see
that's
all of
just the
them
way
as
it
adults.
works.
I'm actually really excited for the Christmases that are coming, where
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
all
that's true.
hanging. This
Yeah,
Christmas was
we have some
closer.
fun Christmases coming up.
This Christmas, I felt like we're to it.
Yeah,
A little
for
bit.
sure.
The pictures
For
that are
sure.
on my rotating screen show it. Their facial expressions. Dan and Miles look like the same expression. Because I think we were going around talking about what we were grateful for and they wanted to eat and they look like this.
Yeah, they're the same. Well, I think that really concludes. I think we talked in a really
I think we
good
did our love
deal, really
language.
good deal about love languages and how they relate to our relationships. And yeah, I mean, I think love is really complicated is what I keep coming back to is like love with yourself, love with others, all of it is super complicated.
Well,
Yep.
it's not a noun, it's a verb, right?
It's a
Mhm.
verb.
You have
gotta
to keep
do
practicing
doing it.
it.
Yeah.
You
Right.
gotta
It's the
do it.
title
No,
of the
perfect.
episode. Love is a verb.
Ooh,
Love
that
is
is
a
Love is a
verb.
verb.
Love is a
Yeah.
verb.
I love it.
That's
I guess
Yeah,
that's a
today's
right.
wrap then, ladies.
it's a
Yeah,
wrap. I'm glad we got
it was a
on.
good one.
Did we
Yep.
Yes.
record today?
Every
We
Sunday at
did.
9. I see the little
Sundays
record
at
button.
9.
Now I
That
know
could be
what to
another
look
name of
for.
a podcast, Sundays at 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Sundays at 9. All right, ladies, I'm going to go
Yeah.
jump on my hot tub now
Oh,
Nice.
I wish I had a
with
hot tub.
another cup of coffee.
I'm going to get a cup of coffee in a mug.
Oh, God,
Yes.
please. Get rid of
I
that
have
I'm
to
also
go
going to
terrible
have another
thing.
cup of
to go to
coffee.
the
I'm going to turn my
Pokemon buy
record
sell
back on.
trade.
You're going to the buy
Wait,
sell
what,
trade?
Jess?
I have to go to the Pokemon buy sell trade place.
That's right.
Have
I'm
fun.
going to have a leisurely Sunday. I'm going to have another cup of coffee. I'm going to turn my record on. We're listening to
Yep.
to YouTube Joshua Tree this morning. And
Love
then I'm going
it.
to go to the grocery store with no children. It's
Yeah.
going to be great.
Mine's
But
similar
then I'm going to
because
take
they're
my
just
adult
off.
child to work later because he refuses to do anything about his car. So it's not all sunshine and rainbows over here, just so you know.
That's the only
My
never
thing we
will
challenges
have
be.
just
to
come
do.
later in the day when he
Oh.
finally rises out of bed at 2 p.m. It's fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
well, I'm sure that we'll stop this recording at some point, which we could do now, but I have to tell you guys the tea out of Arizona,
I've
which
been
is
Okay.